And good evening, guys. I didn't see anybody else playing right now, so I said, what the hey, let's do some baseball. Okay, we are at Fenway Park on Monday, April 14th, 1969. It was a day game, so by the time it says 12:30 here, but I don't think that's what time the game actually started. Let me take a look. It was a, yeah, it doesn't say what time it was. I'm going to say a possibility because originally, and like for everything else back in the 1960s, they didn't do the weekend things, okay, the 3-day weekends. So I'm going to say this is the Patriots Day game. I do not have the temperature, though I could probably find the weather somewhere. Here we go. Today it is 48 degrees. We are in the rain. There's 16,914 freezing rain people out here, and the wind is going left to right at 22 miles an hour. Expect the balls to go out. All right, let's introduce lives while we're here. I obviously didn't do this right, but I don't care. It's my game, as I like to tell everybody. And we'll do this in 3D Modern today. As you can see, I played the ballpark a little bit. I leveled it out just a skosh. I'm hoping nobody minds the way I've got it set up. This is the 1970 Fenway because I don't mind if the park that Al shows, but it's not accurate because in 1969 there were no advertisements at Fenway Park. They were banned. And, except for the Jimmy Fund. Batting for the visiting Baltimore Orioles, my beloveds. Okay, I am the bad guys for all you Red Sox fans, and for ID Jester, if he shows up, there can't be shenanigans. I'm not Boston. All right, Don Buford will be back on. He is playing left field, batting .333 so far in the first 6 games that the O's played. Paul Blair is playing center field, has a home run, 2 RBIs. He's so far hitting .238. Like I said, we'll look at more as we go along. If you guys would like, I can do that. Frank Robinson's batting .316, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. And Boog Powell is playing first base, .273 with 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Elrod Hendricks is playing catcher. Brooks Robinson's over at third, 1 home run, 6 RBIs, .273 average. Davey Johnson's at second base. Mark Belanger's batting .263, now starting to get back down to his average. And Mike Cuellar is our pitcher today. And Mike Cuellar will get his record when we go into the defense mode. For the Boston Red Sox, Reggie Smith will be playing first center field. He'll be starting. He's only batting .095. Mike Andrews will be our second baseman today. He's batting .375 so far for the Red Sox. No home runs, 2 RBIs. Captain Carl Yastrzemski will be playing left field. He's batting .063, trying to find the Mendoza line. So far, he's having a terrible season for the Red Sox. The Red Sox, by the way, are 1-4 and are in dead last in the American League East. Yes, I will show standings if people would like me to prove what I've been doing right or wrong, whatever you want. I don't have a problem with this, okay? Ken Harrelson's playing first base, batting .214 right now. He does have 2 stolen bases, though. One of them was against the Orioles. Tony C in his comeback years, batting .294 so far for Boston, so he's doing quite well with them. George Scott's batting .316, a home run, 5 RBIs. The dangerous man with the bat's been Rico Petrocelli. Do not let that .263 average fool you. He has 3 home runs, 6 RBIs. Russ Gibson will be the catcher today, and Ray Culp is the pitcher. So far, he is 0-1. He has 2 runs with 2 earned runs and 5 hits. Walked 5, struck out 2. He has a 2.45 ERA. He has good stamina, not very good at holding the runners. Some of it, I think that's movement. He's got a nice 5 movement, good. I would call that decent control. It's not hot, but it's not bad either. And someone's going to tell me what the STU means. I will be more than happy to accept any and all answers on that. Okay, so that's what we are looking at. Beatles, how we going tonight, sir? As you can tell, I've sort of decided I like the game. All right, here we go. Here is the first pitch. Buford's on the mound. We are going to take Ray Culp, make him throw the first strike at us. The O's are on a 5-game winning streak. The Red Sox are on a 4-game. The season series is tied at 1 apiece as the Mendoza is rain today. And that is a ball. He cranked up and dealt a 91-mile-an-hour fastball on that, and that was ball 1. Coming up here will be, it's still Don Buford. Here is the pitch. We are going to take a pitch again. And that's a strike on the windup. Went on there, and here we go. Let's get ready for this as we swing. That is heading out towards Mike Andrews, who fires over 2 hawk arrows for the out, and we have 1 down. Nice soft throw there. That's the way to go, Mike Andrews. And coming up to bat will be Paul Blair. Paul Blair is batting .238, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, has 5 hits. Nice on-base percentage of .360. And here is the pitch by Culp. Again, we're going to force him to take pitches. That is a ball. High. And I think we're going to do this we're going to get this back out here, guys. So I'm going to do this the old school way. We'll get it back, okay? We'll keep it at classic. There we go. Looks a little bit better. A little cleaner. A little messier on the sides, though, guys. I do apologize for that. And for some reason, I seem to be missing the second tier over here. Okay, so hold on. Yeah, they're missing the second row here, but it's way down in here at Fenway Park, so that's not the best job in the world. Okay, here we go. And 1-0 to Paul Blair. And that is a strike. Hits the target. And Culp is there. We're now back to 1-1. Blair's just being patient. That is heading out towards the Green Monster. No, coming in short, and Yastrzemski makes the play. Oh, I got to watch that again. I got to watch the way this field plays. And I notice I'm missing something, so I am going to do something different here. Okay, yeah, I am going to put it back because I'm missing something that I want. Sorry, guys. Sorry to be such a female today on this one here. And there we go. We'll leave it like this. I promise I'll leave it like this. Okay, here we go. And Frank Robinson is at the plate batting. So far this season, he is batting .316, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. Does well on the first pitch. We're going to let it go. So far, he is doing quite well on the first pitch. And here we go. That is heading out towards right field, towards the bullpens. And it is gone. Out there towards right field, 383 feet, just into the bullpen. Over there in right field, I believe that is the visiting bullpen, and the O's take a 1-0 lead. Somebody let Al know I won't be there tonight. I am on the mound right now in a OOTP game. Someone needs to let Al know, please. And I promise I'll let him know later on. Okay, we have 2 down. The Orioles will start out with a 1-0 lead. They are on a 5-game hitting streak. Boog Powell is the batter. So far, he is batting .273. The last time him and Culp met, he went 0 for 3. Here is the pitch. And that's looks like a pop-up heading out there, and making the catch is our third baseman, George Scott, for the third out. But the O's get 1 run on 1 hit, and coming up to bat for the Red Sox will be Reggie Smith, Mike Andrews, and Carl Yastrzemski. I do. It's a good game. I got to, if there's any subtleties or anything else I can learn about this beats, let me know. I like the historical value of it, obviously. I'm going to play the historical value. It's the way I like the game. I like to try to see, can I change history? And that's what I'm doing. I like to think I am, so that's pretty much what I like to do here. And we are in the bottom of the first inning, and coming up to bat will be Reggie Smith. Mike Poyer is on the mound. He is 1-0 through 8 innings his first time out of there. He has 1 earned run on 3 hits, walked 5, struck out 5. I took him out because he was walking 5 and striking out 5 because of the 5 walks. Good stamina, great hold. Nobody's going to get around it. And Beatles, what's the GB? Oh, ground ball pitcher. Never mind. I found that out. That's right. I found that myself. Stu do not know what this STU is. I need to know what that is. I know that's movement and control. I don't know what STU is. I apologize. Okay, here we go. Reggie Smith is batting right-handed today. Here's the pitch. Yeah, he struck him out. She made him chase a bad pitch and an 86-mile-an-hour bad pitch to be off of that. Probably more likely some kind of a breaking ball. And coming up here will be Mike Andrews. Mike Andrews is having a terrific start of the season, hitting-wise. Just not getting it out there when he's got base runners on, but he is batting second. That's the key, and Reggie Smith is not having a good year. Mike Poyer, the last time Andrews faced him, he went 1 for 3. He's got a good first pitching. He does great on the first pitch hit. So we're going to see if we can try to smarten him up and see if we can run a pitch around on him, because he also is hitting .429 in the first 3 innings. And that's heading over towards Brooks Robinson. Takes it over, fires the first, makes the play. We have 1-2 down. And smart move on the case of Cuellar. Coming up to bat will be Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski is a normal hitter for a left-hander, not a pull hitter. They could use it tonight. Wind is going out to right field at 22 miles an hour. Yaz is batting .063. By the way, the first time the Red Sox and the Orioles split, they split the series 1-1, with the Red Sox winning 7-5 and the O's taking the second game 4-2. Here is the pitch to Yastrzemski, left-handed, fired in. And Yastrzemski hits it out right there to Davy Johnson on a short line drive. Makes the play, and it is 3 up and 3 down for the Red Sox. At the end of 1, we have a 1-0 game Orioles. Oops, sorry about that, wrong way. There we go. I found the guy who did this, and I went to his page. I've got every ballpark he's done, including one I'm going to put in one of my games. It's going to be a trivia question all the way around the board when I get done. It's a special one. I want to save it for a special game. So, and if I can set up the All-Star game, I will. Elrod Hendricks is our catcher today. He is batting 100. He only has 1 hit and 10 at-bats. He faced Culp with 0 for 2. Came in late in the game. I believe he started the game for him. So, Culp is ready. Here's Hendricks, and there's nothing for Culp to sweat about, so let's see what he can do. And that's heading out on a high pop-up. And we got a group meeting going on. And I do believe that was the catcher, Russ Gibson, who made the play. So we have 1 down after they had their group meeting. Coming up to bat will be Brooks Robinson. Brooks Robinson this year is batting .273, 1 home run, 6 RBIs. Last time he faced Culp, he went 0 for 3. Brooks Robinson is a decent first pitch hitter, but does not do well in the first 3 innings. So let's see what we've got going on. See if he can take the pitch this time. That is going to be a high ball for ball 1. They are right now. Culp is throwing a lot of first ball pitches here. So we're going to wait and see what happens. Let's go again. Ball 2. 2-0 to Brooks Robinson. Let's see what we got here. Swing it. He had to throw a strike. It is going. No, it gets over to Petrocelli. Nice reach run over there by Petrocelli. Fires over towards first. Makes the play on a great play by Petrocelli to stop the ball from going into the outfield. Coming up is Davy Johnson. Davy Johnson has been a mild surprise for the O's this year. Even though he is only batting .250, 5 hits. His defense has been excellent. Been involved in quite a few double plays already for the Orioles. And here is the pitch. He is also another one who can hit first ball pitch. That is going down the line. It drops in, and it's going to be a single right in front of Yastrzemski. Nice loop to left over there, especially if it's going against the wind. And Davy Johnson is on first. Coming up is Mark Belanger. Mark Belanger is batting .263 so far. He went 1 for 2 against Culp. Culp got relieved early, I believe, in his game against the Sox. That's his game right there. And he does have an RBI. He got one in one of his games. Not bad for him. We are in 2 out in the top of the second inning. Davy Johnson's on first. And here is the pitch. Another wrap by there. It gets past Petrocelli in center field, and Davy Johnson will take second base. Belanger gets a hit. It's a nice way to start through. Gets through the infield, and we have 2 down with the pitcher, Mike Cuellar, up. Mike Cuellar has yet to get a hit. He's batted twice so far this season. The guy he faced was Ray Culp. So here we go, guys. Let's see what happens here. And no, fires over towards first. That's from Scott to Harrelson, and he is out. But the O's stranded pair though it is 1-0 at the end of inning and a half. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 runs left on base. Due up for the Boston Red Sox is Hawk Harrelson, Tony C, and the Boomer George Scott. Ken Harrelson, this is 1969. And if I've told the story before, stop me. We were playing, because Ken Harrelson gets traded in a few days. We were playing baseball at a place called Clements Farm. Old man Clements let us play. The rule was if any ball went out to right field, it was an automatic out because that was his barn. And we all were just getting in the middle of the game. And all of a sudden we heard about the trade at the end of the game. That Hawk Harrelson went to Cleveland. That was one of the biggest surprises I ever saw in my life. Okay, here we go. Because I thought the Red Sox were going to keep him permanently. Great first baseman, too. Okay, here is the pitch to Harrelson. So far, Hawk Harrelson has been 0 for 4. He is batting .214. And strike 3. That is Cuellar's second strikeout of the game. And he seems to have good control here with the windy pitch. Due up here is Tony Conigliaro. Tony Conigliaro is batting .294. He went 0 for 3 against Cuellar. He has he's good first pitch power, but he has been known to show some patience. And he can hit it in the first inning. So that leaves us no choice. Let's see what happens. And he walked him. Tony C is on first. That was an interesting way on. 3-2 count. And throws it high for ball 4. Though Hendricks is chattering a little bit with the umpire about that call. What can never happen? George Scott is up. Batting .316. He went 1 for 4 against Mike Ward the last time up there. He's better against lefties and righties, obviously, and he is they say normal hitter, though I could have sworn he was a pull hitter. Here is the pitch by Cuellar. Strike 3. He tried to hold up, and the umpire said no. He went around. That is a third strikeout of the game for Cuellar. Great play. Pitch by Cuellar. Fooled Scott. Couldn't get the bat stopped in time, and we have 2 down. Due up is Rico Petrocelli. As I've said before, he's batting .263, but he leads the Red Sox right now in home runs. Makes him very dangerous. In 1969, for real, he hit 40 home runs, as you can see right here. He hit 40 home runs. I watched him hit 2 of them. Here is the pitch to Rico Petrocelli. And I think that's going to be one of them. Maybe. Here we go. And no! He got it there in front of the scoreboard for the catch. And at the end of 2 innings, Boston has no runs, no hits, and left 1 runner on base. At the end of 2, it is Baltimore 1, the Boston Red Sox nothing. Baltimore is back at the top of the order. Don Buford, Paul Blair, and Frank Robinson. So Ray Culp is facing him for the second time around. Don Buford is ready. He's at the plate. He is 0 for 1. No, I'm not keeping a book. I'm just going to let this game go like it should. Have a good time with it, guys. I'm not keeping a book, so here we go. And Buford hits it out there towards right field. It cuts a short, though. He got way under it, and Tony C's able to catch that. High up, but it didn't drift out there like he wanted it to, and we have 1 down. Nice little flare shot. Paul Blair is up here. He is 0 for 1 today. Here is the pitch. And we're going to take it. That is at the knee. Strike 1. Culp seems to have started to calm down here. That is a 93-mile-an-hour pitch. So we do that again. No. Ball 1. 1-1 on the play. On a fastball that just went inside of Blair. Here we go. And he got him to strike out. That is the first strikeout of the game for Ray Culp. Due up is Frank Robinson, the ever-dangerous hitter for the O's. He now has 3 home runs and 4 RBIs. He scored the first home run in the first inning, and here is the pitch. And that looks like it's going to bounce off the wall or drop in. No! Yastrzemski gets over there on the slice, and he got back on it. That is a 1-2-3 inning. Great play by Yastrzemski. It looked like it was going to hit the wall, and Yastrzemski gets back there in time. Down there, it's a short field. It's a short foul line over there, too. And at the end of 2.5, it is our old Baltimore Orioles Those pesky Boston Red Sox, nothing. Coming up to bat is Russ Gibson, Ray Culp, and Reggie Smith. That's right, reading, writing, and run it out. Okay. Russ Gibson so far is batting .278, decent for a catcher. As the catcher was just starting to learn how to hit. This was pre-Fisk, pre-Munson, and they came in a few years later. Here is the pitch by Cuellar, and see if we can go around here. See if we can pitch him around, because Gibson does hit on the first pitch a lot. No, another walk by Cuellar. Seems that the pitch around may not be working today, but it can probably come in later on. Ray Culp is up. We are going to bring the corners in because he might bunt this one out because he does have that bunt capability. Robinson and Power in. They are ready for this. Here is the pitch. Yeah, it's right straight to Cuellar. Fine play by him, and for some reason my thing locked up like that. I wish I wouldn't have done that. Let me go to the game log and read that one, please. Not sure what happened, so let's find out. And Ray Culp, it is a pop-up to the pitcher. Pop-up to the pitcher is what happened there. I did not catch that. It's just stopped. That's not the first time it's happened to me, so I gotta... Not sure if I could talk to the guys about that one or not, but all of a sudden it stopped for no apparent reason and did not finish up, as you just saw, so that's what happens. Reggie Smith is up. Last time he is 0 for 1. Here is the pitch by Cuellar to Smith, and we have one down. We have runner on first, one out, one down. Here we go. Reggie Smith hits it over towards. There we go. Belanger over towards first. No! Smith beats it out. Not a good pivot by Davey Johnson, and it only is a fielder's choice. Gibson is out of second base on that 6-4 for all you keeping score. I'm not. And Reggie Smith is on first. Mike Andrews is coming up here to bat. He is 0 for 1 today. And here we go. Here is the pitch again by Cuellar. And he hits it out, but looks like Blair's coming right over to him. He's just waiting there, and that is the third out. And the Red Sox strand a runner here again on a fielder's choice. The walks what they had, so no runs, no hits, one runner left on base. At the end of 3, it is Baltimore 1 and the Boston Red Sox nothing. Coming to bat is Boog Powell, Elrod Hendricks, and Brooks Robinson. In a second version, I know, Cuellar. I call it Cuellar, not Cuellar. I always pronounce it Coy. Have been all my life. If I did, I believe the previous at bats can be seen. I think what I did is I went into the game log to do that. I wished I could. That'd be fantastic. Anybody can figure this how to do that. And I've asked out of the park what they can do, and I haven't gotten an answer from the guys yet. I'd love to see it. I really would. I tried. I had this here. Let me see if I can show you what I did. Let's bring up Powell. He's at bat. I did this, but that just all tells me. But it doesn't tell me what he did. And that's the thing. If there was a way I could do it, it would be great. I'm trying to figure it out. I think it's going to be can be done. Just not sure how. I mean, instead of this, we've got this right here with these 3 spots right here. What a great place to put it. Okay, if not there, somewhere here, even somewhere down, or actually what I've suggested, and Al thought was a great idea. Hover over the name, and instead of that, put the bat in there. It'd be even better. It'd be great. Okay, he is 0 for 1 today. Here is the pitch by Culp, and Boog Powell. Right hands will take the pitch on this one here. And that will be a strike on a nice changeup by a 75-mile-an-hour changeup. So if he'd even tried to swing it, would not have been a good idea. Here is the pitch. And Boog Powell was caught looking on a 72-mile-an-hour change. Culp was throwing nothing but changes at him, and Powell could do nothing but look. Elrod Hendricks is coming up. He is 0 for 1 today. He has yet to get a hit off Culp. He is now batting at .091. I'm going to say the Mendoza line in 1969 is below 100, not 200. And here's the pitch. Whoop, let me try it again. And that was a cheap hit, very soft hit over towards second base. Andrew was able to get that easily, he's right to him. And Harrelson throws to Harrelson for the out, and there is 2 down. Due up here is Brooks Robinson. Brooks Robinson so far is 0 for 1. Here is the pitch. We're going to take it. And that comes down, another changeup right down the middle of the plate. So let's see what we can do here. There we go. And Robinson gets out there. Oh, gets past the diving Petrocelli into left field. Yastrzemski comes on in to pick it up. And it got through the diving Petrocelli. And Brooks Robinson is on first. Here we go. 2 down. Top of the 4th inning. Coming to bat is Davy Johnson. Davy Johnson is 1 for 1 so far this game. He was stranded on base in the 2nd inning. Here is the pitch, and here we go. And he is struck out. That is Culp's 3rd strikeout of the game. And no runs, 1 hit, 1 run left on base. We are going into the bottom of the 4th. Mike Cuellar versus Carl Yastrzemski here. He has time up. He has. I believe it was one of the strikeouts. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was a cheap hit. Okay. Here we go. Left-hander to left-hander. Fire it in. That's going over towards Belanger. Picks it up. Fires over towards Powell and makes the play. 6-3 on the play, and we have 1 down. Hawk Harrelson is up. Cuellar's getting ready to pitch. And here we go. See if we pitch around him this time. And that is a cheap shot. That's going out to the center field on the fly. And it drops in front of Blair. Harrelson gets the first hit of the game for the Boston Red Sox here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Due up is Tony Canigliaro. And we have runners on first. Cuellar's at the mound. He will be in the stretch. Powell is at the base. And let's see what we can do here. Never know what Harrelson does have 2 strikeouts, and let's see what we got. Fire to first, and Harrelson is safe. Harrelson does like to steal, and no, they thought they had the signal on, did not go. Let's see what we can do here. We're going to hold the runner. And there we go. There we go. 6-4, 3 double play on the ground ball. And that is it for Tony C. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left on base at the end of 4. Mike Cuellar's pitching is pitching brilliantly. They got the double play, his best friend, and we are looking at the O's, top of the 5th. Mark Belanger, Mike Cuellar, and Don Buford. Hell of a game I got enjoying this. Hiya, DC. How's it going? Good to see you here. Previous S-Bats, it's not me. Now, I'll tell you what. There's a game out here, and Beatles knows who it is. We both know who it is. It's Action PC. Al plays a game called Action PC, and that does show the previous at-bats. It's a great, great game. My Digital Diamond doesn't. It just shows how the batter did. And the other one, it would be my National Pastime 3, which if you look at the scrolls, it goes up. You can see how it goes. But pretty much you'll get the last at bat, not all of them. And usually I keep book on National Pastime 3 because I've had some weird things happen in that game. So a couple of my books are showing history. I have thrown a no-hitter DC in National Pastime 3. First time in 30 years I've ever thrown a no-hitter between any of the games I have played. And I have had 2 triple plays so far this year. Beatles witnessed one of them. The other one was done in the black, unfortunately, but I have 2 of them so far this year, and it's amazing. That's the first time that's happened to me in this also in 30 years I've played it. And I started out with Avalon Hill. When I was a kid, because there's 5 of us when I was a kid, and there were 5 of us, and my dad was in the Navy, and they didn't pay well in the 1960s. I couldn't afford Stratomatic back then, or APBA, or any of those games like that. So I was happy that I learned what a set of dice could do, and look what it does now. So here we go. Mark Belanger is on the mound. He is 1 for 1 today. Culp is at is on the plate. Here we go. And that's heading right straight to Petrocelli. Oh, Petrocelli drops the ball, and Belanger is safe. That bobbled it out to the ground, and it popped out, and it is an error on E6 on Petrocelli. Belanger has handcuffed this man the game all the way in. Here we go. The pitcher, Cuellar, is up. The infield is in, but we're going to give it a whirl anyway, and they've got the bunt on. Weaver puts the bunt on Cuellar. And that is a drag bunt heading down the first base line. Can he make it? No, it is. He is out. Barehanded throw by Harrelson. Great throw. And Cuellar's out by a step, and Belanger will take second on the play. Coming in is Don Buford. Don Buford is 0 for 2 today. He's not having the best game out there. And he's played some decent defense. Just a couple of balls going out that way. And here we go. Here is the pitch to Don Buford. No! That is a pass ball, and Belanger will take third. I've seen a lot of those. I'm not sure if I can knock that down or not. I'm not going to. I'll let the game play itself. If I have any complaints down later on down in the season, I will say so. Here we go. Belanger's on third. One down. And here's the pitch. See if you can get out the outfield far enough for Belanger to get out there. No, but oh yes, a single past Andrews, and Belanger scores the second run of the game for the Baltimore Orioles, and that went just past Andrews. It was too quick for him to get over there. It came out quick. And the O's now carry a 2-0 lead here in Boston. Paul Blair is up at bat. Buford is at second base. And here is the pitch. Buford's going for... No! He decides not to take the lead and holds on the ball. And Blair's coming in with something. Let's see what we can do. That's heading out. Yes! It gets in between on the hit and run. Buford's going to be heading over towards third, and he is safe. Blair is at first. Runners are on first and third. And we have a Culp is being threatened again by the O's. Due up is Frank Robinson. Frank Robinson is 1 for 2. He hit the home run in the first inning out to the right field stands, 383 feet. And here is the pitch to Robinson. Slow roller going down third base side. It's enough to get him in. And Frank Robinson will get the infield base hit. He should be qualified. Yes, infield single. Blair will take second base. And it is 3-0. Orioles are starting to try to pull this game away. So far this season, they've been batting like .241. They've won on more defense than they have on offense. So they're starting to wake up. Powell is up. He is 0 for 2 today. And we're going to see what we can try to do here. And bang, double steal. Gets some fires in second to get Robinson. And Robinson is safe. Blair is safe. Double steal for the Orioles. They are just taking it away from the Boston Red Sox today. Here we go. Runners on second and third. Pitch to Boog Powell. Here we go. That is heading out towards right field. And Caniglio, no, I believe he made the play. Ben Blair tags up. On the line drive to Caniglio. It was far enough back there. Blair makes the play. It is 4-0 Orioles. Coming up is Elrod Hendrick. It would be awful nice to him finally get a hit in the game. He's one of the few that do not have one yet. Here is the pitch. And that is out there heading towards the pesky pole. No! Oh! Caniglio dropped it! He dropped it into the outfield territory, and Elrod Hendricks gets that infamous second chance. Dropped it into the stands. I thought it was heading for the pesky pole, and it came in short. Here we go. 1-2 to Hendricks. That's getting in between. Here goes Robinson. Hendricks says doing the slow run to first base. He's going to see if he can get his act together here, and he does make it. And Mike Andrews goes out to get the pitch. Not sure why that happened. Throw to here. Okay, throw to here. What the hell? Beatles. That was not right. How can I record that? Huh. Because I played Digital Diamond earlier. I did have one game going, but I kept it in the black. This is the first game I posted. It was a second version I used briefly. Because I didn't post yesterday and I didn't post today. This is the first game I'm posting. Not sure. Make sure it wasn't Al, because I had this or ID Jester or any of those other guys. This is the first game I posted all day long. I've been at work all day. If it was one of my older games and you found it, because it's the only version that I know of, and like I said, we're trying to see if we can get them to work on it. Okay, we are in the bottom of the 5th inning. It is a 4-0 Orioles lead. Beatles, I don't know what the hell happened there with that play, but that is definitely a glitch. And a bad one, too. That ended up being a 4-3 play, and that is a very, very bad glitch. So I'm not sure what happened. And I'm going to take a look at the game log and see what did happen on that. So excuse me while I do this, guys. Yeah, he called a ground out, 4-3. Not sure what the hell happened. Okay, not sure what's going on, but all right. Okay, here we go. George Scott's up to bat. He is 0 for 1 today. Here is the pitch by Cuellar. Pitch him. And that is heading out towards that way. Buford's waiting for it. And no, it drops in front of him. He throws it in. Down the line to the track. And it lands fair. So Buford will have to get it headed down that way. And we have a double up for George Scott. A little bounce off the wall. Coming in will be Petrocelli. Petrocelli so far today is also 0 for 1. Let's see what we can do. That's heading out toward. Oh, that's going to be a fair ball. It's going up the part of the wall. Scott's coming in. They're firing towards second base. See if they get Petrocelli in. I believe he is safe. On the double, it hit the corner of the stands, and it is a 4-1 game. The Sox get their first run on a lucky break. Russ Gibbs is up on the mound here. Petrocelli is at second base. Here is the pitch. And that's heading out towards right field. Picked up by Robinson. Gibson stays at first. Petrocelli will take third. That is the 3 straight hits now for the Red Sox. They are threatening with Ray Culp up on the mound. And we're going to bring the infield in for the play at the plate. Here is the pitch. That's right towards Cuellar. Fires towards first. Makes the play, and he got it on the bunt, and it's a sacrifice for Culp. Russ Gibson will be taking second. Coming up is Reggie Smith. Again, we're going to go for the play at the plate if the ball can stay in the infield. Smith is out there. Here's the pitch. He is 0 for 2 today. And no, that is heading out towards left field. What happens here? Oh, and it drifted towards the seats. He's got it. Petrocelli tags up. We have a 4-2 game. 2 out. Reggie Smith is out on the fly ball. They're going to probably classify that as a sacrifice fly. And I'm going to play with this when we get down to the game, guys. I do apologize. I can't fix it from here. I will fix it after the game. I know how to do it. Here we go, guys. Mike Andrews is at the plate. 4-2 game. Here is the pitch. That is heading out towards Frank Robinson as he makes the play. Yes, he does. That is it. But the Sox score 2 runs. They get 2, and they have half the Orioles score, and it's Baltimore 4, the Boston Red Sox 2. In the top of the 6th inning, we have a great game going. Okay. If you can find it, let me know what day. Now, because if we could pick that off, oh my God. That would be fantastic. It really would. You find that game, I will look at it and we'll see what I did. That would be totally, totally cool if that can be done. And out-of-town scores, nothing going on here yet. They're all night games. In the 5th inning, though, we do have St. Louis 4, the Montreal Expos 3. Jackson looks like pitching right now. Batting's Jackson. Right-handed pitcher is Bryles, and LeBoy hit his 2nd of the season. Here we go. And that is Brooks Robinson. He is 1 for 2 today. Here is the pitch. That is heading out towards right field, but it's going to be coming on in for Canigliaro. Makes the play on a foul fly ball. He just glides towards it like he's ice skating. We have one down. Davy Johnson today is 1 for 2. Here you go. Here is the pitch. Looks like that's going to find a gapper, and it did. It gapped in between second and right, and it is a base hit for Johnson. His second one of the game. Baltimore Orioles are up 4-2 here. Davy Johnson is at second. Mark Belanger is at bat. Not the best of the bunches out. He can bunt for a hit, but he doesn't do a sacrifice bunt well, so for some reason, so we're not going to let him do that. Davy Johnson, if I remember right, let me look real quick. I got to look at this real fast. Sorry about that. He can steal, but it's not something that is in his repertoire. And Gibson, I believe, he has an arm. He can actually beat Johnson without a question asked. Here is the pitch to Belanger. And that's heading out that way. Oh, gets past Andrews. Here goes Johnson. He'll take third on a break there. Johnson's on third. Belanger's at first. And coming up is our pitcher, Mike Cuellar. Infield is in on this here. Outfield is playing shallow. And we're going to see if we can do a little National League here. And here we go. Mike Cuellar did come from Houston. And there we go. No, they're going to stay. They get Cuellar out. And they do advance the runner to second base, though. They went out just a little too far for Johnson to try to get home. That's quite all right. We have 2 down. Don Buford is at the plate. Ray Culp is on the mound. And here we go. We are in the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. 2 down. That is going to get to Andrews, who fires to Hawk, and that ends the inning. At the end of 5.5, it is Baltimore 4, the Boston Red Sox 2 here at beautiful Fenway Park. Coming up to bat for the Boston Red Sox will be Carl Yastrzemski, Hawk Harrelson, and Ken Harrelson. And today, Carl Yastrzemski is 0 for 2. His batting average is lower than my age. So that says something. Here is the pitch to Yastrzemski by Cuellar. As I said, left-hander, throw it. Yes, walks him this time. So Yastrzemski knows what first base looks like today. One of only a few times that he does. Yeah, I'm being smarmy. I can do that. Ken Harrelson is up. He is 1 for 2 today. Yastrzemski does have decent speed. I know that. I see can steal base. Usually the Red Sox, they like to make their stars base stealers. So let's see what we can do here. No, they could look back at him easily. Here is the pitch to Harrelson. And he hits it out there towards left center field. Who's going to get it? Looks like Blair. Blair gets out there into deep center field over by the scoreboard and makes the play. Tony C is up to bat. So far he is 0 for 1. Has reached on a base, though. I believe he reached on a walk. And here is the pitch by Cuellar. That's heading 2. Cuellar fires towards second. Gets the out, and Tony C will get in there on the fielder's choice. Hit right to Cuellar, and he gets it over there. On the advanced runner, Gus, just not quick enough. Here is Boomer Scott. Boomer Scott so far today is 1 for 2. Cuellar is on the mound, and here we go. That is heading out towards right field. That's got potential to be gone. And no, Frank Robinson reaches up over the bullpen wall and steals it back in for the 3rd out. Oh, Nelly, let's see that one again. That's heading right out there. Robinson gets out there, looks at the wall, leaps the wall, makes the play for the 3rd out, saving a home run. And that keeps the score 4-2 at the end of 6. That is what we're going to see on This Week in Baseball, folks, with Mel Allen. Due up for the Baltimore Orioles is Paul Blair, Frank Robinson, Boog Powell. Yeah, Beats, I found that. I found the replay. And if Al ever watches this game, I am just going to lay it in thick that I am the Orioles for 1969. It's the first time I've ever taken a World Series team at the beginning of the season. Normally I take the 7th and 8th place and I try to play underdog and get my butt kicked. Here we go, guys. Paul Blair is up. He is 1 for 3 today. Here is the pitch. And that's a slider very low, and the rains become heavy. We've got a rain delay. Everybody's into the dugouts, and we had a 55-minute rain delay, folks. 55 minutes. The field's going to be a little wet. Everybody's got to be just a little careful here. And we'll see what happens. Ray Culp is still on the mound. Paul Blair is at the plate, and that means Mike Cuellar will be sitting down for close to an hour. We'll keep an eye on Cuellar. And Ray Culp is getting into the exhausted stage. He may end up getting relieved. Here is the pitch. That is heading out towards Sanders. And he tries to leap over. Gets over his head. And Blair takes first. His second hit of the game. Blair is on first. Here we go. Frank Robinson. And the Red Sox have changed pitchers. They have brought in Bill Landis. Bill Landis so far this season. Let's bring him up. I'll do it this fairway like I try to. Okay, he pitched in the winning game for the Boston Red Sox. Walked 1, struck out 1, gave up a ground ball, fly ball. He threw 17 pitches. He got the save in that game. So that's what he's done so far. He's projected, and so far they got good projections on him. But let's see what happens. He has a whip of ERA of 0, and that is what he has got here. He has got. He's pretty much a basic pitcher. He's more of a middle reliever than a reliever. They brought him in to pitch. Orioles did try, though. This is Frank Robinson in the top of the 7th inning. Here is the pitch. And he struck him out. They may have chased a bad pitch. More likely he may have. It started to drop down. Looks like it was a 59.5-foot curve. 1 down here in. And here we go. Boog Powell. We'll see what we got here. The left-hander Boog Powell. Here is. He will take the pitch. Come on. Take the pitch. No! Tried to take Blair off at first. He is safe. They thought they had something going on. All right. Here we go. That should be. And it is at the knees for a strike to Powell. And 0-1. And that is a wild pitch. Gets past. Looks like he crossed him up. And Blair will take second. Scored a wild pitch. I've had more games with that stuff. Gotta slow that down just a skosh. All right. Blair's on second. Powell's at the plate. Here's the pitch. Strike. Oh. And they purpose. Okay. I take that back. Hit and run. And they intentionally walked Powell to get to Elrod Hendricks, who is batting 1 for 13. Let me take a look and see what I can find here, okay? First, I've got to look at the game, guys. Give me a sec. Because I think I can do this. By the way, in the game, the Red Sox won at 5-3 for real, so. And yes, we did. I can do this. And I'm in the right place to do it. Okay, even though Redmond didn't do it right, let's give it a try. All right. We're going to bring in a pinch hitter for Elrod Hendricks. Merv Redmond is going to come in and pinch hit for Elrod Hendricks. That's who pinched hit for him in the game, for real. So we'll drop him in there. Yes, we're going to do that. Merv Redmond is going to see if they can get him in here, see if they get to take the advantage. Here is the pitch. That is heading out, and that looks like a good fly ball heading out towards you. Stretching. Now it goes. It's gone. And that went out heading towards Lansdowne Street. Out there, so it may have hit a park. It may have hit a parked car. You never know out there, but it went definitely out towards Lansdowne Street. May not have made it to the Sitco sign, and the Orioles put 3 runs on a 3-run blast by Merv Retman. Nice job, Merv. Here's a Bud for you. Actually, here's a Schaefer for you. We're in Boston. Coming up is Brooks Robinson. Hey, Mabel. Black Label. Let's go. And Robinson hits it out there towards left field. Coming on in is Yastrzemski. Makes the putout. That is 2 down. Due up is Davy Johnson. He is 2 for 3 today. Landis is on the mound. He has just given up a 3-run blast, but he is not the pitcher of record. Ray Culp is. Here is the pitch. And he walks Johnson. That is his first walk of the second walk of the game. Go along with 1 strikeout. 3rd of the season. And his ERA just went from 0 to 10 real quick. Here is the pitch now coming to Mark Belanger, who is 2 for 3 today. He put his average back up over 300. Here is the pitch. That's heading out towards second base. Andrews picks it up, fires to Harrelson for the 3rd out, but the Orioles did damage. And mine quits. So I need help on that too. They're beat URL 1-2 for some reason, and I may because I clicked it. But that's what's going to happen there. Up, I need a catcher. Well, that's pretty easy here. The only catcher I'm going to have is, believe it or not, Andy Etchebarren. Let's bring him in. Andy Etchebarren will be coming in to catch defensively. Now, anybody else? If I got another catcher in here, I probably have a 3rd one. I don't know about it. But then again, they go to their primary fields here. I've noticed that too, so no complaints. All right. Whoop. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. It is 7-2 Boston, or Baltimore here in the bottom of the 7th inning. They have started a runaway. Here we go, guys. Coming to bat will be Etchebarren's catcher. That's what I need to do. There we go. And I gotta get used to this. Sorry, guys. Etchebarren is taking over as catcher for the Baltimore Orioles. We'll get stats on him when he gets to his next at bat, if he gets an at bat. Cuellar still on the mound. Petrocelli's at the plate, and Petrocelli is 1 for 2 today. Does have an RBI here in the game. 1 of 2 Boston RBIs. Here is the pitch, and that gets down the line. Heading out that way, he's getting around the pesky pole. Petrocelli's heading towards second, and he is safe. Gets wraps around the pesky, wraps around that ugly corner at Fenway Park. We have a runner on second. Cuellar is back up the mound. He is starting to get a little exhausted. So, and it has been that way. We're going to take a look here, and I'm going to check out who is the next man on board. If he is here, Mike Adamson will be the next pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles. Unfortunately, that's what I'm going to do. So if that's the case, that's what's going to happen. We're going to replace the pitcher. Mike Cuellar pitched wonderful today, guys. I do not have Adamson. So I will go to Dave Leonard. Long relief man? Yes. Dave Leonard will be coming in to pitch. Let's get the stats on Mr. Leonard. Mr. Leonard so far has pitched 2/3 of an inning. Gave up no runs, no hits. Did face a batter. Did all right. His last pitch he did was on the 14th, which was the day, actually was on the 8th of April. He pitched on opening day. Again, he faced one batter. Got him to hit into a double play ball is what he did. And that is what he did. So, without much further ado, here is Leonard. Right-handed pitcher, so they will be switching around here. And here is the pitch to Russ Gibson. Petrocelli is on second base. And that heads out towards center field. Petrocelli is going to keep him at third. Runners are on first and third. There are no outs. And as I like to do, and I do it in most of my games, I don't care. Okay? I sit there and see if I can play the infield in. Dick Schofield's coming in to pinch hit for Ray Culp. Dick Schofield so far has made one plate appearance, but was against Leonard. Here is the pitch to Schofield. And he gets looking on the 0-2 pitch, and Leonard pitched beautifully on that one. Coming to bat will be Reggie Smith. Reggie Smith will now be batting left-handed. Reggie Smith left-handed so far this season. His contact goes down a little bit, and so far he's batting .063 versus right-handers, which is typical of a lot of switch hitters, so except for Mickey Mantle. So here's what we're got going on here, and we're going to pitch to him. That's heading out towards center field. Is it going to get it in time? No, it drops on in. Petrosoli's going to come in to score. Gibson takes second base, and Smith is on first, and the Red Sox have their third run of the game, go along with 7 hits. Mike Andrews is coming up to bat here. Mike Andrews is, right now, he is 0 for 3. He has been collared today, and runners are on first and second. Here is the pitch to Andrews. Walked him. Bases are loaded. This is going to get interesting. It is pucker up time, gang. Carl Yastrzemski's up. Leonard is at bat. Leonard's on the mound, and here is a pitch to Yastrzemski. We're going to see what we can do. Maybe we can get away with one. Struck him out. Leonard struck him out on the pitch run. Caught him on the corner. Paint it black, baby. Paint it black. 2 down. Both strikeouts by Leonard, and the man is Hawk Harrelson. Here is the pitch to Ken Harrelson. That's heading towards third. Robinson gets it. Fires to Davey Johnson, and that's 3 out. And the Red Sox can only get 1 run. They stranded 3. It is Baltimore 7, Boston 3. Yes, they trimmed the lead, but not enough. Coming up is Sparky Lyle. Sparky Lyle took the loss. One of the Red Sox 4 losses. He gave up 6 runs on 5 hits, walked 6, struck out 5 in 2 and a third innings. And I'm not sure who he did that against, but I know it wasn't Baltimore. So here we go. The pitcher Leonard is up. We are going to let him hit, and we're going to see what he can do. They surprise him. That is him trying to bunt, and he takes a strike. Here's the pitch by Lyle. And that one is a strike, so here we go. That's it out towards first. Harrelson gets it, flips it to Lyle for the out, and we have 1 down. We're for lack of trying. Coming up is Don Buford. Don Buford today is 1 for 4 today. This is his first time this season he has faced Lyle. He also can hit on the back end. Here is the pitch to Buford. And they walked him. Tried to get him to swing on a bad pitch, and they walked. So here we go. Blair's at first. Buford is at first. Blair is at the plate. And let's see what we can do here. No, not quite. They're going to let him in. That was a ball on the inside. I would have run. On a pitch like that, I would have run. So let's see what we can do here. Take a pitch. What we got? That's going to be, yes. Snap throw to first. And no, Buford wasn't waiting. They were waiting for that one there, and it is 1-1 on the count. 79-mile-an-hour pitch. Here we go. That is heading out. Pop up, heading back. Petrosoli. No, it's going to be heading out there towards center field. Reggie Smith gets it. Buford gets back to first in time. We have 2 down. 2 up is Frank Robinson. Frank Robinson is 2 for 4 today. Has a home run. Does have 2 RBIs. Here is the pitch to Robbie. That is heading out. Oh, it's going to get past Petrosoli into left field. He just fires it back in. Runners on first and second. Coming up to bat will be Boog Powell. Boog Powell today is 0 for 2. Does have an RBI on a ground out. And here we go. Here is the pitch to Powell. That looks like it's going to be heading right straight to Yastrzemski. He does make the play around the range and is lined out there for the 3rd out. They don't score. They leave 2 runners on base at the end of 7.5 innings. It is Baltimore 7, Boston 3. This is 1969, so we don't get to hear Sweet Caroline. Coming up to bat for the Red Sox is Tony C., George Scott, and Rico Petrocelli. Leonard is on the mound for the O's. So far, he's got done quite well. Here is the pitch to Tony Conigliaro. That's heading out deep towards center field. Blair's heading out towards the triangle. What happens? And he makes the play in the triangle. We have one down on a great catch by Paul Blair as he hauled it in. Coming up to bat will be George Boomer Scott. So far he is 1 for 3. Here is the pitch. That is heading out there also. Blair looks like he's got a handle on it easily, and it's 2 down. So, London has knocked out 2 of the tougher hitters. Petrocelli is still out there, and so far he is 2 for 3 today. He has raised his average to 2.318. Like I said, a very dangerous hitter the Boston Red Sox have here in Petrocelli this year. Leonard's at the mound. Here's the pitch. That is also heading out towards center field. Does he get a chance? Yes, 3 out, and Paul Blair ties a Major League record that's been going on since 1901. Most putouts by a player in an inning, with 3 by a center fielder. At the end of 8, it is Baltimore 7, Boston 3. Coming up is Etchebarren, Brooks Robinson, and Davy Johnson. Andy Etchebarren today is 2 for 8. He's batted .250 so far. He does have an RBI. I'm not sure which game he got. I want to say it's the first game of the season that he got it. Lyle's back on the mound for a second inning. Here is the pitch to Etchebarren. That's heading out towards that way. It looks like Tony C's got her in there on the line drive, and it is an out. Etchebarren is out. Brooks Robinson is due up to bat here in the top of the 9th inning. Lyle's at the mound. Robinson's at the plate. Here is the pitch. He has faced Lyle before. And that is going right straight to Petrocelli, who makes the line drive catch. That was fantastic. Especially since it was on his glove side. He's heading over that way. He got it on the fly. Davy Johnson is having his game today. 2 for 3, though he hasn't knocked anybody in, but he's been able to get on base and scored. Here is the pitch to Davy Johnson. That's right there to gets past our first baseman Harrelson, and Johnson stays at first. That's his 3rd hit of the game for Davy Johnson, and the Orioles are starting to get their bats together. As I said, they're a good mix-up between home runs and bunts and everything else. Mark Belanger is having a career. He is here at the plate. Here is the pitch to Belanger. And that is right there to Lyle. Lyle fires a Harrelson for the out, and that is 3 down. At the end of 8.5, it is Baltimore 7 runs, 13 hits, no errors for the Boston Red Sox. 3 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors. And for the Red Sox, this is the last chance. It is Russ Gibson, more than likely a pinch hitter, and Reggie Smith. Leonard is back on the mound. If he can complete this inning, it will be a save situation for him, as the rules are 3 innings. Russ Gibson's there, and here is the pitch. That is heading straight down. It's going to drop in front of Buford for the play, and we have it. Gibson is on first, and yes, they brought in Sid O'Brien. Sid O'Brien is 1 for 4 so far this season. Pretty much in a pinch hitter's role, and here is the pitch. That's heading right to Robinson. Fires over towards first, gets the play. He knew he wasn't going to get Gibson in time. We have 1 down. Reggie Smith is due up here, and Leonard is on the mound, ready to pitch. Runs on first and third. And it is a, long fly ball to Frank Robinson, and he makes the play. 2 down. Last batter up looks like possibly Mike Andrews at the plate. Leonard's on the mound. Gibson's at second base. 7-3 Orioles, and here we go. Pitch him. And that goes cleanly down the middle. Blair will take up. Runners around first and third. Yastrzemski is up to bat. Leonard is on the mound, and let me see what I got here possibly. Hold on. Do I have a left-handed pitcher? I got two of them. All right. And I got him. Okay. Pete Reichert. He already played it, pitched it on 13th, pitched 2/3 of an innings, walked did pretty good. So, let's bring him back. And we are going to bring in Pete Reichert to pitch to the left-handed Kari Yastrzemski. Hopefully this should work. And Reichert's fresh. Here we go. The pitch to Yastrzemski. And right to Johnson. Johnson fires the first. That is it. Ball game. And the Red Sox lose their 5th game this season. The Orioles win their 6th game of the season. And the rain did not stop Baltimore from winning, as we know, in the first game of a 3-game series. Frank Robinson hit his home run. He was 3 for 5 with a home run, 2 singles. Merv Retman aided him with a 3-run shot in the 7th that just expanded out. It was a great game, but like they say, they are back to work. They're not here to play, they're here to win. So, let's look at a bat. Now, here's where I make the difference. Let's look at the bats. Okay? For the Boston Red Sox, 3 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 20 batters left. 22 stranded in each of their individual bats, but that's a different story. Russ Gibson went 3 for 3 for the Boston Red Sox. Outstanding job. All 3 unfortunately were singles. Rico Petrocelli went 2 for 4, including 2 doubles. Or actually, yeah, 2 doubles today. Both doubles, and Scott went 1 for 4 with a double. Petrocelli got 1 of the RBIs. Reggie Smith did on a hit and run situation got 2 RBIs, and it was it for the Red Sox when they're scoring innings. As Reggie Smith did in the 5th, and Rico did it in the 7th. Team left 9 runners on base. I was right. So Reggie Smith did get credit for the sacrifice fly. Ray Culp hit into a sacrifice bunt, and Tony C did a double play. For the winning Baltimore Orioles, Paul Blair went 2 for 5. Another outstanding job by Blair. Buford went 1 for 4. Robinson, like I said, went 3 for 5 with 2 ribbies. Boog Powell came in. He got a ribby for the Orioles, even though he's ground out, still only batting .240 now, unfortunately. Excuse me. Merv Retman came in as a pinch hitter and did a pinch hitter's job. Home run, 3 RBIs. Excellent job, Merv Retman. Dave Johnson went 3 for 4, and Belanger went 2 for 5. The Orioles are coming up with a hitting team. They had 7 runs, 13 hits, 7 walks. Robinson had his 3rd home run of the season. It was Merv Retman's 1st of the season. Nobody hit doubles, believe it or not, for the Orioles. Mike Query had 2 sacrifice bunts. Powell had a sacrifice fly, and Frank Robinson and Paul Blair both stole the first base season, and they had involved in one inning. Pitching wise, our starting pitchers only lasted 6 innings, but it was enough. For the Boston Red Sox, Ray Culp gave up 5 runs, 3 of them were earned on 10 hits. The Red Sox did have 2 errors, by the way, Petrocelli and Caniglero right there. And Russ Gibson had a pass ball, and Bill Landis had a wild pitch. She struck out 3, though, didn't walk in. He did give up 1 of the gopher balls. Threw 67 strikeouts out of 95 pitches. A lot of fly balls, unfortunately for Lyle. I had more, he was 8-7 for ground ball, fly ball. Bill Landis came in, pitched it, and he gave up 2 runs, though, on 2 earned runs, including that home run to Retman. Sparky Lyle came in, pitched 2 innings, and gave up a walk and managed to drop his ERA down real quick. A little bit better than what he had. Mike Query for the Orioles gave up 3 runs on 5 hits and 6 innings pitched. His whip is probably about a little over 1. Struck out 3, walked 3, had 101 pitches. He was getting tired. Not quite. A little over half were actually 4 strikes, which is not one of the best things. Dave Leonard came in, pitched 2 2/3 innings, gave up 4 hits, walked 1, struck out 2. Was relieved by Pete Reichert, who got the save, only because there were runners on 1st and 3rd. And the tying run was on deck. That's how he got that one. So, batters faced, ground ball flyouts, fairly decent. Strikeouts and walks is good, and Reichert inherited 2 runners, Leonard inherited 1. Frank Robinson got the player of the game. Because of the 55-minute delay, the game went 3 hours and 56 minutes. In front of 16,000 saddened fans here in Boston. And that will do it for our game today. Standings, Baltimore is, and we're going to finish the play for the day, so hold on here. We're going to finish that up. Finish today. And there we go. Scoreboard-wise, in our major leagues for today. Yeah, as everybody knows, I like to do this. Day before. Thank you. There we go. Okay. And I do believe this is the Patriots game day in Boston, by the way, just so you know. Okay. Over in Anaheim, Chicago White Sox came in, scored 3 in the first, and held off the California Angels 3-2. Jay Johnstone and Rick Reichert for California both had individual home runs. Tommy John got the victory. Lynn McLaughlin got the loss, his second one of the season, and it looks like Wilbur Wood is coming in, and he got the save. Oh, okay, yeah. All right. Over in Seattle, Seattle is now on its 3rd game. They've lost 3 in a row. They lost 6-3 to the Kansas City Royals. Melson for Kansas City got the win. Mike Marshall in relief, it looks like, took the loss. Gosker for the Seattle Seahawks hit his second season, and Nelson, the pitcher, hit his first. Over in the National League, Montreal beat the St. Louis Cardinals 7-4. Nelson Browse took the loss. LeBoy of Montreal got the game of the player of the game. He hit his second home run. Over in Chicago, it looks like it was a tight one, but the Chicago Cubs hold off the Pittsburgh Pirates 3-2. That's their 6th win this season. Kenny Holtzman got the win for the Cubs. Bob Veal for the Pirates took the loss. Phil Regan got the save. Looks like the Pirates tried to score 2 in the bottom of the 9th inning and took the beating. Over in Philadelphia, it was 7-6 Phillies. Ryan hit 2 home runs for the Phillies. Johnny Briggs hit 1. Farrell took the win, and Delorio got the loss. Over in Houston, Houston is undefeated, the only undefeated team in baseball right now, as they shut out the LA Dodgers 3-0. Larry Durker takes the win. He's 1-0 with a .054 ERA now. Kurt Blefrey, ex of the Orioles, got a home run, and Don Sutton took the loss. And that is it. Let us take a look here, and I'll show you guys real fast. The standings right now, Chicago and Houston are leading it over the National League. Pittsburgh is 3-4 for Beatles. Baltimore, I've got them in first place by a full game, but Cleveland has 2 in the hole. And Oakland is leading the West, and that is by half a game over the Minnesota Twins. Guys, that is our game. It happens, DC, and I'm not sure what happened, but they take 25 players. If I really fought and took 40, that was good. I'm glad you liked the game, and I enjoy the game. And now, believe it or not, and Beatles, Al Red Sox fan, who was probably one of the best ones out here for this type of stuff, will tell you I'm not the biggest fan of OTP, but I'm starting to get that way. Only because I took the World Series team, but I also tried the first time out. I tried right off the bat to play general manager, and I failed miserably. That's when you set up the standards and you set them up that way. Be careful if you do. Start with one of these first. I'm going to suggest that way you get used to the idea of the game, how it plays, and the way it goes. I want to thank everybody who showed up, Beatles and DC. I want to thank you both for showing up to watch the game. Anybody else who comes in the game, thumbs ups are always welcome. Constructive criticism is always welcome here. And I've got to do a quick rewrite here, and I will fix that real fast. This was Cuellar versus Culp. Game 1. If you have by the way, also you have YouTube, DC. If you like what's going on, try broadcasting one yourself. What you may want to do is start off with is you can set the program's called OBS, by the way, OBS.com, I think it is. And just what you want to do if you want to start is just do a game that you can upload. Don't post up YouTube. You can automatically post to YouTube down the road, but do an upload first. See how you sound, see what you like. If you don't like it, just delete the game. It's that easy. That's how I started. I've got to this. These guys know me more than National Pastime 3, though. I'll tell you that much. I have to have a radio imagination to play that one. And I do. And I also do Digital Diamond. This game here is got a bang for its buck. Digital Diamond has bang for its buck. Digital Diamond's got a new version coming out, so I like that. Anyway, it is 10:30 here. I would like to see if I can get in a couple of National Pastime games and try to get past May 23rd, 1965. I will not be broadcasting tonight the rest of the way. I have to work in the morning. It is Friday, and it has been a weird week. So everybody take care. Have a good night. I will probably try to be on tomorrow. Saturday, I'm taking my mother to the theater. We're going to go see Oklahoma in Ogunquit, Maine. So there we go, summer stock. Everybody else, take care. Thank you very, very much.